John Prosser has shared the first ever public details of Apple's foldable phone project. Now, there have been various patents going back to 2016, some even further, which Apple could use for this, but no actual design direction. Now, our concept we're showing you is based on the Galaxy Z Flip. Take this with a grain of salt. It's just what we can go off of to design this. Then there's a separate version by Concept Creator, which is actually using the design details John Prosser gave us, which is that of an iPhone 11 rounded edge design. And the front will have a notch, or more like a chin, for all of the Face ID components, so assuming it'll have 3 displays. He says Apple's foldable will not look like 2 iPhones stuck together, which is exactly what I'm showing you, and we'll update the design as we learn more. But yes, Apple is working on a foldable, and there are numerous patents regarding hinges, foldable battery technology, foldable display technology, using many different methods that Apple could be employing for this device. Now, we didn't provide a time frame. We know that Apple's working on this and has been for quite some time. There's really no major demand for this device just yet. Samsung has carved out a niche with their Galaxy Fold and Z Flip lineup, and they'll be further expanding on it, but Apple, in its Apple fashion, will arrive on the scene late, but maybe do things better here. Okay, so moving on to iPhone 12 stuff. Now, there are new CADs circulating now, which are going out to case manufacturers and are being shared. Many Twitter leakers have access to them, and there's conflicting information going around right now regarding the design features of the iPhone 12. Supposedly, the iPhone 12 lineup will not be as impressive as the leaks have suggested, according to one Twitter leaker. And actually examining these CADs, we can tell that they're definitely recent. They're not the old December ones from 2019, which had the smart connector, which, by the way, is supposedly not even a smart connector. Duan Rui, Twitter leaker, has shared that it's a 5G millimeter wave antenna opening. Unclear how it'll be finished or if it'll be visible on the surface. I assume it'll be painted the same color as the antenna bands on the iPad Pro. Now, these molds paint a completely different picture than leaks suggested, in particular with the camera layout. It's not using the square camera layout. It's the original one from the 11 Pro Max, but slightly larger and different spacing. So the camera, I believe, is wrong here, and that doesn't matter at all for a case manufacturer. And a different Twitter leaker is sharing these molds in metal with glass planted on top of them. As you can see, companies are already developing glass screen protectors, and taking a look at that notch, the earpiece is not up against the border like we saw in the schematics John Prosser shared. John Prosser's explanation is that case manufacturers don't need that much information. These are real CADs, they're just old and unfinished and will be updated. So we'll see. I certainly hope so. I do not want to go another year with the old notch. And by the way, this is a 5.4-inch model that I printed. I did not expect it to be this tiny. This is next to an iPhone 5. It's slightly smaller than the